Avengers Infinity War is set to release on April 27th, and of course LEGO has created some new sets to go with this movie. One of them is the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown, and this set shows a lot of play features. So first off, this set does contain some small spoilers for the new Avengers movie, so if you don't want to know anything, you have to stop watching now. If you've seen the trailers like me, you're probably good to go. So the Sanctum Sanctorum is a 3-story building, including Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum itself. And we have seen parts of this building in the Doctor Strange movie already, and it really does look nice. It's also about the same size as a modular is, since it's 16 studs wide and, well, fairly high. So I think this is a set you can also put in your city as a nice addition, which is exactly what I'm going to do. The set is modular though, it's a dollhouse. That means you can open it on the back to show the inside of the building. Well, in this case you can open it on the sides, not the back. For most of our fans of the modulars, this might be a bit of a letdown, but it really does offer easy access for kids who want to play with it. The build itself is rather nice and it goes faster than you think it would. I finished it all in about an hour and a half, which is rather fast for me. A downside for me was that there's a lot of repetitive work in this build, mostly for the walls. You are stacking the same bricks over and over again a lot, and that isn't really my favorite thing to do. The end result does look nice though, so that's a good thing. So on the outside you can already see some of the first details. The part on the left is the Sanctum Sanctorum with its easily recognizable round window on top. The window actually has a new print, and on the door all the way down onto the ground there is a sticker with a nice print on it. Now this is something you will find a lot in this set, stickers. So the other building features a pizza place called Pepe's Pizza, and there are some apartments in there. Here you can definitely see what I meant with the repetitive work. There is a lot of stacking 1x2 bricks with a masonry profile, but like I said, the end result really does look nice, and it's a really nice addition on this side are the fire stairs that you can actually fold down. So next to that is a small street sign with the name Bleecker Street on it, and also there's a water tower on top with a piece of rope on it where Spider-Man or another superhero or villain can climb down. The water tower itself is a bit flimsy though, but yeah, it's okay. So on this side you can also see some red pieces sticking out, which are actually meant for the play features. The one on the ground floor, for instance, lets you blow out the window of Pepe's Pizza, and for this you will simply need to push it and the window pops out. On the side of the building there's a large spider web you can pull down, and this will let you pop out the window on top. Features like this really make me love this set, since there are a lot of ways to pretend the heroes and villains are in a big fight where half the building gets destroyed. Also, it makes me really curious about the awesome action scenes in this upcoming movie. Now, like I said, this building opens as a dollhouse, and it makes it really easy to see all the lovely details inside. So on the right you can see the Sanctum Sanctorum of Doctor Strange. And on the ground floor there is a really nice comfy chair, there's a lamp, there's some weapons from the movie, and of course there's also a sticker on the wall of a scroll. One floor up are the more interesting features. Here you can see a bookshelf which has an action feature. If you turn the part that sticks out, a wall will come off, and if you have opened the set up completely this opens a small crawl space where the Infinity Stone is hidden. If you close the building you can get a better look at it, of course, and also easily grab it. Also there is a chest with some knives in there, some books on the floor, and another sticker on the wall. All the way on top is the office of Doctor Strange, and there's a desk with some books on it, some piled up mail underneath the desk, and 2 more bookcases. And the bookcases bother me a bit because LEGO kept using the same colors for the books in it. In all 3 bookcases, books are green, then 2 blue ones, then another green one, and a red one. It kind of looks like Doctor Strange only reads the same books over and over again, and it's a small detail, but it bugged me. Also, you can see the open studs underneath the books, which I think is a bit ugly. I mean, this could have easily been solved by adding a tile underneath the books. On the left side we find Pepe's Pizza, a pizzeria, and here you can see a really nice stone oven to make pizzas in, and I think that's a great addition. Also, there's a fire extinguisher, a pizza ready to be sold, and a cash register. On the first floor we find Peter Parker's apartment, and there's a map on the wall of the city. And of course there's a cluttered desk with a computer and a sketch of Spider-Man himself. Also there's some boxes apparently filled with Pete stuff. I think this room is really nice. I mean, there's not a lot of space, but you can easily add a lot of detail to it, and LEGO is really showing that, and I like that. Also, on this floor there's a latch for Peter to go through to this bathroom, and you can open this latch by pulling one of the bars in front of the building. So on the third floor there is a bedroom. And apart from the bed and the pizza on the floor and a sticker on the wall, there's not much going on here. I do like the small detail of the pizza on the floor. It really shows that Spider-Man is a bit messy, which goes with his age. I mean, he's a teenager, so yeah, that works well. I like that. I like that little detail. LEGO also included an extra part to this building. It's a detachable street corner scene. And this looks very much like a little bit of an alley with a trash bin and some bones in it. There are some boxes and there are a few slices of pizza. Also, there's a huge web with a phone on it, and that's a recognizable scene for Spider-Man fans. We have all seen movies where Peter Parker tries to make a photo of himself with his camera, or his phone, by putting it on a web and a timer on there. And I love that they added something similar here. And of course, it could also be a scene from the new movie that we don't know about it yet, but I like that they added it here. Lastly, there is a small kiosk for the newspaper here, which is the New York Bulletin, and inside are 3 folded up newspapers. Well, by making the streets detachable, you can set up the building in different ways. You can open it fully to reach the inside, and then you have the 2 buildings next to each other. Attach the street scene, and you will get more of a corner with the Sanctum Sanctorum on one side and the pizza place on the other side. You can still reach the interior of the builds, but you can also gain access to every play feature in there, like the action feature for the bookcase. And last up, of course, you can close up the entire thing. And this way it looks like one big building, even though the interiors don't line up anymore. I think this really looks nice. It doesn't look half bad. You can pick the side you want to show, and I like that. So yeah, I like that they did this way. This set also includes 2 full sets of the Power Blast pieces. You can use these for Doctor Strange and Iron Man, and I think this is a nice addition since you can change it all up during the fight, and for kids it might make it seem more real. This set also comes, of course, with minifigs, 4 in total, and a big figure. The first minifig is Doctor Strange, and he has a really nice hairpiece. It really shows the black hair with some gray in there, which is very nicely done. He has a nice print on his torso and his legs, and he holds some attachment pieces for the Power Blast pieces. He also has a second face, and that is more serious for during the fight, for instance. Next up is Iron Spider-Man with his own very own white spider blast pieces. And these will fire off in his hands. And the fig itself looks very nice with a really nice printing on his torso and his legs. On the back there are some sort of claws, legs, arms, something. I don't really know what they are. They weren't introduced in the Spider-Man movie, so I guess they will be introduced in the new movie. And I'm very curious to see what they actually do. Of course, there's Tony Stark too, in his Iron Man costume, and this suit is actually completely new, so we haven't seen this minifig yet. I like the look of it. It looks a bit more alien than mechanical this time. Of course, the helmet comes off, and that shows the 2 faces of Tony Stark. One of them is with a new Jarvis screen over it, and the other one is, well, without the screen. The last minifig is Ebony, one of the bad guys in the movie. I really don't know who he is yet, since he hasn't been introduced yet, so I guess we will have to see the movie for that. His face looks kind of skinny, a bit alien. I like that. That's also not that weird since the Avengers have fought aliens before. And I like the printing on his torso. The big fig is Cull Obsidian, and he is also a new character. I am not really a big fan of big figs. I don't really like the details on it. They just feel sort of plasticky to me. That's the case here too. I'm not really a big fan of this fig. I do like the mold of his head and the pointy part sticking out. I like the printing on him, but that's about it. So overall, I think this is a really nice set with a lot of play features. I also like that you can set up the building in different ways. Apart from 2, maybe 3 tiny critiques about the bookcases and the repetitive work, I don't really have anything bad to say about this set. It's just really nice with a lot of detail, and I think it would look well in a city. So this is a set you can display, but it's also a set you can play with, and that's really a great job by LEGO. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back on Tuesday with a new review, so if you don't want to miss that, click subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.